from beneath his hood.
Do I recognize that that's Mercury?
You would, yes. Roll intelligence minus 20. Fuck. Anyways, as you see Mercury, Dante begins his speech. My friends, my family, my fellow Rankin, I'm sure you're all wondering why I've called upon you this day. I need you to hear me. I need you to know. Yesterday, there was a murder. As he says this, some people in the crowd kind of chuckle and snicker, because there's murders every day in Sanctuary. He brushes his hand so fast he hits his pop filter.
Your face. That was
Oh god.
priceless.
Oh god, the pop filter. He brushes his hand quickly to silence them.
I'm gonna watch it again. It's gonna be so good.
No, that's not fair to say. Yesterday, a great man, a good friend, and a soldier of the Rankin was killed. He was silenced. As I'm sure many of you know, I had a fight yesterday with a man known as Stig.
Paulina suddenly starts paying attention instead of scanning the crowd for Stig.
He was a talented swordsman who almost bested me in our short but glorious bout. He was known to spar with Tempest, such was his skill. So do not take it lightly that such a man was murdered. What was he murdered for, you may ask? He was murdered for his courage. He was murdered because he came to tell me the truth, dear citizens. Yesterday, before the fight, he came and he told me that he was being coerced into it. He came to tell me that his friends, his family, were being held hostage by this man. He came to tell me what many of us feared. Akbal is back. He is here again, hiding amongst us, dear citizens. He is here to corrupt this glorious city. Rest assured, we will not let him. If anyone has any information about his whereabouts or who he deals with, they will be well compensated at the palace. I promise you I will not rest until this criminal is brought to justice for this and all his other multitude of crimes. But that is not what this is about. No, for now all I ask of you is a moment of silence for this brave man. Thank you. And he pulls out a torch and lights the precariously placed wood, or precisely placed wood next to him. And you notice that there is a body laying atop it, and it lights up quickly in a gigantic and magnanimous and beautiful fire.
Guess who runs toward the fucking fire when she realizes there's a body on top of it?
That is way more respect than Stig deserves.
Headless. There's no head.
Well, there's parts ahead.
I mean, I want to
gathered up
assume
what
it's
they could find.
I want to assume it's already on fire to spare Paulina the agony of seeing the person that she loved, you know, with his head blown off.
Well, I mean, it's on fire atop a gate. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way you'd be able to see the body. You would
Okay.
just know that there is a body on top of that, because you would know that this is a funeral pyre.
She fucking tries to find a way up to that fucking gate.
She's stopped by the guards, but yeah.
Yeah. She does her whole, not quite hysterical thing, but she definitely tries to rush past them, like, let me go. God damn it, let me up there.
What are you sad about? He was a dick.
He was the dick that saved her life, remember? Do you not remember all of the reasons?
No, that's what the guards are saying.
She slaps him. She slaps him as hard as she possibly can.
So
Shut-
Richard, I've apparently taken control of one of your NPCs.
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but she literally struggles to try and get out of. I'm sure they just kind of hold her
Yeah,
back.
just, no, you're not allowed to come up here. Don't make me slap the pop filter again. No.
Your face when you did that was hilarious.
Like,
Well, I thought I hit the microphone, and that would have turned everything off.
Oh.
Like, it would have crashed voice meter, and that would have crashed OBS. So I was like, fuck. But no, I just whacked the pop filter, so it's all good.
Still getting a screenshot of that later.
Go for it.
It was a good one.
Balls. Anyways,
Make it into a GIF.
mom's like you. So yes, eventually, after a few minutes, the crowd begins to disperse. The noblery atop the wall also begin to disperse, heading back to the palace. What do you all want to do?
Well, I want to go back to the friggin' apartment building and figure out where the hell this bitch went.
Good. Alright, so you start heading towards your apartment building.
Alina looks at the guard that's been holding her back, takes a deep breath, steadies herself, and says, "Take me to Dante now."
He nods, and you both start walking towards the palace. As you
back.
Okay, as you do so, you do notice Flint and Andrew, or you notice Flint.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you notice Flint standing next to somebody that you don't know.
I just noticed Flint then, because I'm sure there's plenty of people still in the square.
But they're obviously together. Like, most people are walking together.
Oh, okay.
Dispersing, and they're both obviously standing, staring up at the pyre. So do you just head into the palace?
Well, I'm trying to think what would be more in character, whether she would just continue on and try and get as much out of Dante as possible, or if she would stop and try to talk to Flint. But Flint is also staring into the sun right now, so... She again says in a very commanding sort of tone, "Wait here," and walks over to Flint. If the guard starts following her, she says, "Wait."
No, he doesn't. He just looks a bit annoyed.
He can be as annoyed as he wants. My not-boyfriend just died.
Oh no.
Exactly.
He doesn't give no shits. This is just
Way
his
more
9 to
respect
5.
than Stig deserves.
She, comes up to Flint. Is he facing in my general direction? I don't even know.
I'd assume you'd approach him from the side.
Okay. Approaches him from the side, grabs his shoulder, and just kind of pushes it. I don't know how much that's actually going to do, considering he's, like,
He
big.
moves about 1/4 inch.
You know what? Do I recognize her at all? Since the Azars, I imagine, are relatively big in the city.
Do you have any do you have common lore Valanthea or anything?
I have common lore.
Roll it at a +20, because you might be able to recognize her, but she is kind of the black sheep daughter. Yeah, you totally know her. That is Paulina
People
Azar.
know me, they just don't, care.
Yeah,
all
but
that
no one
much.
really cares about. You're not
Exactly.
you're a person
That's
of
what I'm saying.
import, but you're not an influential person.
Yeah, no. Everyone knows me, they just don't care.
Yeah. So yes, you totally know her. Well, you totally know of her.
Alright, well, I see her start to interact with friggin' Flint. I just lean over to Andrew. See, you have a connection with the Azars. I told you that. Told you had more reach than you thought.
Are they close enough for me to hear that, or no?
I'm muttering it to him, so...
If you want to roll perception, you can try and hear it. Yeah.
I like to try things.
Then roll
No
perception.
modifier, right?
Nope. Straight test.
Hey, hang on a
Oh.
second.
Ho!
Wow, I'm deaf as a doorpost.
90s for life!
Ugh. God,
Well,
stop being
okay.
contagious, Evan.
I'm gonna lean back to Ellen. Who is that? I failed my roll.
So
I did
happy.
it on fire.
That's the
Good.
daughter of the Azar family?
Is she single?
I think she's single.
She is now.
No, she was always single.
She's available now, though.
Does grieving really count as available?
Depends on how
Wow.
you look at it.
Sometimes.
Someone's watched the beginning of Wedding
Depends on-
Crashers too much.
Depends on how willing you are to roleplay.
Depends on how big a dick you are.
Stig could do it.
Oh yeah, Stig would do it.
Not with her, but
Well,
No.
yes. Because
I
that
mean,
would...
he would have if it wasn't.
he'd do it in front of her.
Oh!
Oh. I don't think it was that much of a.
Oh my god, that would have been great.
He wouldn't
Oh
have
my-
done it on purpose.
Yeah, he wouldn't have done it in front of her on purpose.
That would've
but
been
he
so
wouldn't have
great.
stopped if it happened.
Yeah, pretty much.
I should have had a moment where like you had to actually seduce a person to like get
She would've
information.
stabbed
Wait, her seduce or Stig seduce?
Stig.
him.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't have happened.
If it was like a noble and you had to do it to get close to your mark to assassinate them, you'd do it. He'd have done it.
He would
Poorly. He would have tried.
I think he would have found a different way.
Sometimes there isn't.
There's always a different way.
Richard would have made it the only way.
I would have made it the only way you could see. If you can invent your own way, maybe. But
No, see, the noble woman that you're trying to get information out of about your mark would want you the way Stephanie wants Verrett's character in Strange.
Oh yeah, and just to be sure, it's not that Stephanie forgot what his name is. She
She
never
doesn't
care.
asked. She doesn't care.
no one cares.
No one cares.
He's the
Oh, I
Paulina.
get it. I've
He's the
fucking
Paulina,
known
but-
girls like Stephanie, so like it's not surprising to me. Hell, I've known guys like Stephanie.
Yeah,
It's on
Devin.
both sides, unfortunately. Rather than on no sides.
It's not like Verrett cared either.
Well, I think Barrett was more confused about the fact that I was role-playing hitting on him. I totally didn't think that part through.
Role playing. See, that's why I was kind of expecting to be in that position, because I wouldn't care. I'm used to GMs doing that.
Yes.
He's not.
Devin, this is Verrett.
Barrett, if you ever watch this, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I tried to swallow, or stroke the shaft and swallow the gravy. Swallow the gravy.
Well,
What, do you think I'm the bottom? You're funny.
no, Devin, we don't think you're the bottom. We know you're the bottom.
We're well aware.
Everybody knows.
There was a straw poll in New York City.
Well, I guess I'm halfway there to becoming famous.
I don't know if this is what you
Infamous.
want, though. Where the fuck did Danny go? It's been like 5
Thought he was
minutes.
just getting water.
Nah, Ronnie seduced him.
Probably.
He was tired of not being able to screw an NPC, so, you know, he figured, hey, look
Might
at
as
what
well
I
screw
have.
my left girl.
Oh, I didn't realize we were waiting on Danny.
It's because he
What did you
can't
think
see.
we were doing?
You can say something.
He thought we were all just having this weird conversation for
It's
no
all
reason,
very
and he
good.
was slowly getting more and more annoyed because he wants to fucking roleplay, and we're just having this fucking douchey conversation for no reason about a different role-playing game. What the fuck?
Oh man.
Well, everything hinges on the guy who's just been raptured.
But yeah, Richard, we may need to invite Jose into the Facebook group, as he cannot see anything on it.
Is that the?
Yeah, the guy
Okay.
that was thinking about joining.
I forgot his name. Oops.
It's a stereotypical Mexican name.
I thought you said he didn't have a Facebook page.
He does, but he never uses it.
Okay, well,
Well,
go ahead and invite him. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't know. I think it might be only ops that are allowed to invite.
well, I can add people to the group.
Yeah, just add him, and then I can always, if it makes it so ops can only add people, then I'll just add him immediately. I'll do it right now.
Yeah, you need to approve it.
Okay, then I'll do that. Or Danny will, because Danny always approves it. Multiple mutual friends. Oh my god.
Man, I roll one good roll and everything else